Hey, sports card collectors and investors. I hope that everybody is having a great Wednesday so far. I'm excited for today. I've got a few announcements that I want to make. First off, if you have not subscribed yet, we've got 115 sports card investing videos at this point. It's crazy to think that we're only not even 3 months in yet. So a lot of content on the channel. If you're enjoying what you're hearing, take a look. There's 115 videos to choose from, so make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get them as soon as they come out, and we put out videos on a daily basis here. So stay tuned and stick with us. The other piece is I am working on a new intro. So I know I've gotten some feedback in the past where my production level, certainly not at the height of some of the other content creators, so I'm working on that, but I've got a cool, kind of a fun intro for the Personal Finance Dad channel that's going to be coming out here soon, so stay tuned for that. It should be up and going early next week, so I'm excited about that. And then in a couple of days, maybe even tomorrow night, for all of you football card collectors, I'm going to look to break a couple of boxes of 2016 Optic, and I'm going to attempt to do that live. I've not done a live video yet, so I want to try to do that and doing it with a break. I don't have multiple cameras, so it might be a little funky, but I'm going to do the best I can with it. So anyway, stick around for those. That's going to be coming up here in the next couple of days. Today I am talking about my number one most under the radar basketball player, and then some of the cards that are associated with that player that I think that really could drive value, just depending on obviously the team success, the player success. But I'm going to go ahead and go into it. So the guy that I am targeting right now as being very underrated, I just don't hear him talked about near enough, I don't think, is Jaylen Brown with the Boston Celtics. And so for some of you, you might be saying, well, yeah, of course, I've been buying Jaylen Brown for months. And good for you if you have. I mean, I'm just looking at a few different factors, and to give people that are new to Jaylen Brown some background, he was the 3rd overall pick in the 2016 draft in round 1, obviously. He's only 23 years old. He's a young guy. Jayson Tatum kind of gets all the fanfare right now in Boston as being kind of that superstar player. But Jaylen Brown, I mean, if you look at his stats, through 2019, through 50 games, he averaged 20.4 points per game shooting, 49% from the field, which is fantastic, and 38.1% from three-point land. So now, granted, Kemba Walker's injured, so Jaylen Brown's getting those extra minutes, that some of these other guys that have been injured, may have had. So some of that scoring, I guess, is what I'm saying, could have gone in other places. But if you just watch this guy play, and also just the synergy that he's got with Jayson Tatum and some of these other guys, you just have to really like him. He just signed a 4-year extension at $115 million, so it looks to be that he's going to be a Celtic for a good little bit. And I just like that big market team, the Boston Celtics. I like the coach, I like Stevens, I like the front office. Danny Ainge does a really good job, and I think that they're going to compete in the East. And they've got two young players in Tatum and Jaylen Brown, to where I think that they can make some noise in the East. I mean, Gordon Hayward and Kemba Walker are both 30 years old, so they're not necessarily retiring next year, but I mean they're getting up there in age. These guys are both young guys, 23 years old, to where maybe Jaylen Brown is not necessarily a 3 to 6 month flip, but he might be. But this is a guy that I'm looking at, just over the next 24 months. I think that over the next 24 months, he's going to continue to evolve as a player. I think he's going to become more and more important for this Boston Celtics team. And like I said, I'm a big believer in what the Celtics are building, and I think that they're going to be a big-time threat in the East for years to come. And so what are some of the cards that we're looking at to give you some idea on values? Now, I'm just going to look at his rookie cards, but if you also look at just some of his inserts on some of the newer sets, they are extremely inexpensive, whether or not you're buying them raw or graded. But I've been looking just at a lot of raw cards because they're so low. I mean, so let's go ahead and start off with probably the most popular rookie card, and that's his 2016 Prism Prism rookie. Now raw, this card is selling for anywhere from $25 to $30 raw. Very, very manageable price point. If you want to get a graded version, I'm seeing them being sold PSA 9s in the $50 to $55 range, and then PSA 10s are $140 to $150 for his Prism base rookie card. So really good value there in my opinion. And again, that's, the hottest set. It's Prism, so that's what everyone is looking for. And I'm just looking at bases. I'm not looking at silver Prisms or anything like that. But next up, I've got a 2016. His Optic rookie cards, unbelievably, are $10 to $15. The base raw cards, they're very inexpensive. And a PSA 9, $55, and then a PSA 10, $75 to $99. So again, very, very good value for people that are on a budget that maybe want to get in on a player before he potentially explodes. I think he's going to be a star alongside Tatum. I think that he's going to evolve into a very, very good NBA player. And then the last one I'm looking at, and there's other options, obviously, rookie cards, but his 2016 Select rookie, which just I love the look of those Select cards from 16. Just a beautiful card. Raw, they're only $10. $10 for raw Select rookie card for him. PSA 9 and PSA 10 are right at the same price as that Optic rookie. So the PSA 9 is $55. The PSA 10 is anywhere from $75 to $100 based on recent eBay sales that I was seeing. And so let me know what you guys think of Jaylen Brown. I've only heard of a couple other people in the comments actually that brought him up over the last couple of months, but he's one I keep watching him, watch some of his highlights, and I think that he looks just really strong. Now, of course, we need an NBA season. We need some things to happen. I heard recently there was reports that Kyrie Irving's talking to players about potentially starting their own league, breaking off from the NBA. Kyrie Irving, please, just let's not get too ahead of ourselves. That's a whole nother venture. The idea of sitting out is one thing, but starting a brand new league up is that's a whole different sort of undertaking. So we'll see what these guys end up coming up with. Let me know what you think on Jaylen Brown. Who are some guys that are under the radar for you? I mean, this is one for me that just sticks out as a really good value. Maybe in the short term, but certainly in the next 2 to 3 years. I just really like the potential for his cards. So he is one that I'm certainly targeting. Let me know what you guys think on this. And like I said, we've got some cool videos coming up towards the end of the week as well. Stay tuned, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. We will talk to you again later. Thanks, guys.